每一年在台湾的暑期短宣，都好像是打开神给我们的一个让人惊喜的礼物。不知道里面是什么，但是当礼物打开之后，就看见神作为的奇妙。在今年我们第一次尝试用播种国际事工拍摄的路德记影片来作为5天圣经英文营的教材。没有想到这个教材使用之后得到的反应是这样的热烈，几乎每一个同学，无论是在教会里的或者是在机构里的这些学生们，他们几乎每一个人都决志接受耶稣做他们的救主。同时在我们团队的运作过程中，也看见每一个老师他们这样尽心的摆上，这样热情的参与，让每一次的经历都成为一个意想不到的惊喜。在这个过程中，我学习到如何信靠神，顺服神。虽然眼睛不能见到神已经预定好要发生的事情的结果，可是带着信心走下去，就看见原来神所预备的真的是超过我们的所求所想。
Hi, my name is Chad. Though I've been on many missions trips in the United States, this is my first missions trip across the seas. It was very interesting to travel all the way to Taiwan, where we served at 2 different places and actually added in a third at the last minute. It was a lot of fun to be able to serve children from different nationality and a different way of life. We were able to, or I was able to lead worship, singing songs. We sang Happy Day a lot, a song called You Are Good, teaching the kids how to sing and how to worship God through music. We even had an opportunity to teach them how to sing and worship God through dancing. It was a lot of fun because I don't dance. But God was glorified through it all. It was really exciting to see at the end of each of these camps, at least 95% of all of them raised their hands when the altar call was put out there. They accepted Jesus Christ into their lives, and we pray that they're truly changed because of this experience. I was affected by this experience because I get to see how different people worship God. As a worship leader in the States, sometimes we get in a routine of worshiping God, and it's only through music. But here I got to see how you can worship God not only through music, but through dancing and through reading the Word and through praying. It was really encouraging to see different people worshiping God.
Hi, I'm Josh. This mission trip was meaningful to me in quite a few ways. It was the first mission trip I've been on where language wasn't much of a barrier. And for me, I felt like I could really connect with the kids and really understand their lives and everything that they're going through. But even then, the whole mission still seemed very impossible. Like, the first week, the kids were quiet and unresponsive. At first, they didn't really sing along and didn't really dance along. Second week, the kids were rowdy and they were very stubborn. And it felt like, how could these kids possibly how can we even think these kids would possibly want to accept Christ? And for me, I think it was a miracle that on the very last day of each camp, almost every kid rose their hands during the altar call. And for me, it was very touching to see that even though we felt it was impossible, we felt this task was too much for us, God was still there with us, watching us and making sure everything was fine. Because He sent us out on this mission, He was with us through the whole mission. And I feel like that was really eye-opening for me. And also, it was just amazing to see how during this entire trip, there were so many coincidences. Just like in Ruth's story, this trip we talked about Ruth and how her life had so many coincidences. Like, she just happened to get to the field during the barley season. She happened to meet Boaz on the field. All these coincidences, people would say they're just coincidences, but we know that God was with her the whole time. The same with us. We know that God was the one who caused all these coincidences to happen. We couldn't have done it ourselves. God was with us. So I just think it was amazing to see that God was with us through this whole journey.
Hello, my name is Caleb, and I came to this Taiwan mission trip because I've been to a couple Mexico mission trips already, and I wanted to come to Taiwan for the mission and to see family. But when I came to this mission, I didn't know what I was going to expect because Mexico is so much different than Taiwan, and so I didn't know exactly what I was getting into. And when I went to the first week's mission in the Tuchen Qinghui Zhaohui, the people there were just really nice to me, and they made me feel at home, so I could carry out my work easier and communicate with them better. And the second week at the youth boys home, I also felt really loved by them because they had similar interests with me, and they shared common ideas, and they weren't afraid to talk and speak what they wanted to. So I really felt like I could communicate with them in my normal way and not be contained by some kind of barrier. And so I just feel like with God helped me be able to reach out to them by being myself and not holding anything back. So I'm very thankful that God has been with us on this trip, and He has helped us save many lives.
Coming to Taiwan was my very first mission trip. I had never been on a mission trip before, even closer to America or in America, and I felt a little bit underqualified coming out here on an overseas mission trip, even though I had had no prior experience ever being a part of a mission team before. And so I was worried about doing well. I was told that my job was to teach English and help lead worship, and I was worried that I might not be able to do that well since I'd never been on a team like this before. But when I got out here, I found that it wasn't so much about leading worship or teaching English well, but it was just being here with the kids and being willing to serve them and just loving them. A lot of these kids, they don't see that they are children of God and that they, are worthy to be loved. And so coming out here just showed me how powerful the love of God is, and how just willingness to serve and be on a mission team can really leave a big impact. God is good.
Hello everybody, my name is Isaac. This is my first mission trip to Taiwan, and despite the fact that I've been to Taiwan numerous times and I have family that live here, this mission trip has been a completely new experience for me. Coming into the mission trip, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what the food would be like, I didn't know what the kids would be like, I didn't even know what the building would be like. But these 2 weeks have been, I have truly seen God's work in Taiwan. In each place, Tuchen and Hualien, when I first met the kids, I expected a cold, hard resistance, which was true in the most part. But throughout the week, as we played with the kids and taught them English and just showed them God's love, I could truly see the work of Christ in each one of their hearts. And amazingly, thanks to God, towards the end of each camp, most of them, almost 100%, accepted Christ. And that, I think, is a testimony of God's power and love working in each of these kids. Without God's help, none of them probably would have accepted Christ. And that fact has truly, even for this trip for me, has boosted my faith in God and left me with a sense of encouragement and hope for the future. And as this mission trip is about to end, I think back on all the fun times and we had with the kids and with our team members, and I think we've truly made friendships that will last a lifetime.